Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
This video is going to be controversial to some extent. Now, in 2019, Mitch McConnell said, "Nobody who's alive currently is responsible for slavery, and hence reparations is not possible to pay back to the Black community." Okay, there's a war in Ukraine. There's a war in Gaza. Who are Americans responsible for that? So why are Americans paying? Are you seeing the double standard? Why is the American government funneling so much money into wars that have nothing to do with Americans, funneling so much money into illegal immigration, yet when Black people ask for their fair share of atrocities that have, and continue to be committed against them, then all of a sudden the goalpost changes. Hello there, how are you doing? Welcome to another episode of our conversation. My name is Ondiro Oganga. I'm a business journalist by profession and a digital content creator. I love coming on here, having conversations with you guys about Black people, Africans, our empowerment, and how we can rise up and take our rightful place at the global stage. You can connect with me on social media at Ondiro Oganga, or you can come over to my YouTube channel. The name is New Dawn Africa channel, where I profile Africa through people, politics, and culture. Let's run it back to 2019, where Mitch McConnell weighed in on the conversation of reparations and said, "None of us alive currently is responsible for slavery." Let that sink in. Let that sink in. We understand that it could be 400 years ago, but also we understand that there are people whose grandparents had slaves and owned plantations. So it's a long time ago, but it's not a very long time ago, right? Also, we look at slavery and just think it's picking up cotton. It's also modern day slavery. It's the system that is so white supremacist in nature that intentionally holds Black people back and ensures that Black people can never meet and match their peers. They never get what they're actually worth. That is what we're talking about, but it's always reduced to Harriet Tubman and picking cotton, which is very valid, but then it's a very myopic view of looking at what Black people are asking for in terms of racial justice, reparation, equality, and equity. Pause it there. Then he says, because we were not alive back then, those are not our sins, that is not our cross to bear, and hence we cannot pay reparations. Okay, then fast forward, Russia invades Ukraine, and all of a sudden, America has so much money at its disposal. It has so much to say. It has so much empathy, which is never available for Black people. They sent money. They sent aid, they attacked Russia, they forced people to put sanctions, economic sanctions on Russia in a bid to twist it in support of Ukraine. You know, Ukrainian refugees were allowed safe passage. These are privileges, and I think Black people are beginning to feel that America gives so much privilege to other people as opposed to them. Ukraine is just one example. Israel is currently having a war with Hamas, yeah? America is sending money. America is sending weapons. America is giving them all the support they need. They're standing by them through hook and crook. And the government, I have never seen them more conscious and more careful about what they say, how they say it, how they go about these things, the way they are doing with this country. And then there's the illegal migration problem. many illegal immigrants have made their way to America. And some way, somehow, the system is receiving them with open arms, treating them better, making room for them. Yet in the backyard are Black communities that have been neglected for years and years and years on end. And you ask yourself, why is it that America has resources for every other thing until it's Black people asking what they are owed? That's the thing that baffles me. How is it that there's money for the war in Ukraine, there's money for Israel, there's money to accommodate all these illegal immigrants, but we draw the line at compensating Black people? And even just forget compensation, we draw the line at quality healthcare, quality education, investing in Black neighborhoods, equality, giving Black people what they're worth, paying them what they're worth, giving them opportunities. That is where we actually draw the line. I have seen previously on the news illegal immigrants who've broken the law, crimes that are considered felonies, walk away unscathed. And we know how the justice system works for Black people. There's so many people that are in jail for minor offenses that are pardonable, that are punishable by community service, that should have already been out by parole. People who were falsely accused should not be even in prison. But some way, somehow, the wheels of justice rotate with so much ease when it's a Black person being convicted. And it just makes me question. As an outsider, you can tell me what the lived experience is. It makes me question the intention with which America moves with. Because after George Floyd, we had a lot about, Black Lives Matter. We had a lot about governments acting as if they were interested in issues that affect Black people. I remember this very clearly when Joe Biden was campaigning against Trump. He went to a Black community. I think if you saw this clip, comment down below in the comment section, and that person says, we know Joe Biden, but most importantly, Joe Biden knows us. But then it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like this administration or majority of the administrations in America actually know Black people. That's the thing. Actually, tell me in the comment section, because I feel like politicians, policymakers, they see Black people. They literally see them because they're very necessary for voting. If you need to defeat Republicans, you need the Black bloc. They see them as a means to an end. But do they literally, do you feel like the government or they are actually policy and lawmakers that see Black people, feel their pain, see the gaps in the community, understand their needs, and actually cater to those needs? Do you feel like there's anything like that? Because when I put from the larger picture, it doesn't look like it, but maybe at grassroots level, things could be happening. So let me know in the comment section what you think, because this is really interesting. It would be very heartbreaking. And I think I've seen even now several leaders in the Black community begin to speak and say, if you're just going to use us as a voting bloc and then ignore all the things that are important to us, then don't even bother coming to our communities. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ondiro Oganga. Comment down below what you think, and I'll see you again in the next video.